Hi YouTube, it's Chris and Ty.
What's up?
And we are back with another video. Today we are going to be addressing a topic that we got from the Q&A, your input video. And many of you wanted to know, how do we fight?
How do we fight?
How do we keep the peace, in the relationship? And,
what happens when an issue comes up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be talking about today.
So we have some ways that we've been working on trying to keep the peace in our own home. We're not perfect at this.
No,
okay?
we're not.
We do love each other deeply, but we ain't perfect at this thing. We've come up with what we call the art of war.
Okay, so the first thing we wrote down was keeping your emotions in check. Okay.
That's right. You got to keep them in check.
Yes. We've learned that it is very important to watch what you say.
That's right.
Because once those words are out there, you cannot get them back. You cannot take them back.
And most times you got to provide some kind of explanation as to why you said what you said, because in the midst of an argument, people always think there's a little bit of truth to what you said. And I want to know why you feel that way.
Oh my God. So
we've also learned that it's important to confront your issues, right?
Yes.
You got to be proactive in confronting issues. You don't want to get to the whole, I can't stand when you do this. Once you hit that phase, it's a problem.
Yes, it's all downhill from there.
It's going to be bigger than it should be.
Yes, exactly. So if it's a small or big, get the courage up to confront your man or your woman about what is on your mind, okay? Just make sure you're doing it in a respectful way.
That's right. That's right. No need to be afraid. And speaking of that,
something else that we have been working on is trying not to topic jump. You want to stick to what topic you brought up. I don't want to sit here and talk about him not picking up his socks and then we end up talking about how he doesn't take the trash out as well.
That's right. That's right. Don't be a topic jumper. We've learned that it's best that when we're discussing an issue, to stick on topic and come to a resolution on that before we move on to something else. Maybe I got multiple problems, okay? Maybe I don't pick up my socks. Maybe I don't take the trash out. We ain't got to talk about it at the same time. They're completely irrelevant. They're not related.
Okay, they are kind of related.
All right, so another important one is body language.
Oh, yes.
All right, so body language speaks volumes. So sometimes it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. So a combination of body language and your tone of voice can make all the difference in the world.
Exactly. So if I'm telling him that I'm not upset about something and I'm rolling my eyes anytime he asks me a question or he tries to, get anywhere near me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm giving off the wrong vibe. I'm not giving off the vibe that everything's cool.
And everything's good. Yeah, and there's multiple ways to say okay. All right, so if I'm talking to her, she got attitude, I'm like, babe, I'm all right. It's good. It's good. We good. We're not good.
No.
I know that means we're not good.
Right.
And I got to figure out what I did and figure out how to fix it.
Right, exactly. And in his case, if I'm asking him if he's okay, he gets more silent. He doesn't really say anything. He just gets quiet. Instead of him actually telling me that there's a problem, he just won't say anything.
Yeah. All right, so part of your body language, you got to stay seated. All right? If you start an argument and you're sitting down, it's like you're on an airplane and the fasten seatbelt light just came on. Do not get up.
Stand up.
Because it will be a problem.
It just takes things to another level almost instantly.
And if you're going to get up, explain your movements. You better explain your movements. Don't just be getting up recklessly. Don't get up recklessly. It may go down.
Okay, so another thing we've been trying to work on is knowing when to take a time out. We've learned that when we're getting to the point of we want to say certain things, we want to do certain things.
We want to topic jump. Maybe we want to topic jump a little bit.
We need to take a time out.
Just as important as knowing when to take a time out. Partner, you got to respect the time out. If I say I need a few minutes,
I can't be like, hold on, I'm not done yet. And then trying to get my last words in.
I ain't done yet.
Do not do that.
Yeah, no, that is verbatim what I've heard in the past. Nope, I'm not done yet. We're going to talk about this.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Yes, so you have to respect when somebody wants to actually take a break from the argument.
That's right.
And you probably need the break too. I mean, come on.
It's right. And for the person calling a timeout, here's what you got to understand. A timeout's not indefinite, okay? You can't take a permanent timeout. I never want to talk about this again. Timeout.
No.
So you got to respectfully call the timeout, take a few minutes, few meaning less than 10, get a breather, and then continue with the conversation.
See, now sometimes he want to take a timeout, and it'd be like an hour, okay? And I'm still boiling. I just want to get it over with. I want to talk about it and get it over with.
And let's keep it real. When I have an hour-long timeout, let me tell you what happens. When we come back to arguing, it's boiling at that point.
Exactly.
Like, it's on fire.
So you gotta keep your timeouts. Keep your timeouts short, okay?
Yeah, it is so far beyond where it was when I called the timeout. It's like, all right, you ready? Yeah, let's talk again. And then boom, we need another timeout.
And then there's more topic jumping and things like that because I've had time to think about other things.
Yeah, see, that's what happens.
Okay, so we've also been working on not one-upping each other. Okay? If he says something mean, I shouldn't try to be more hurtful in what I say.
Notice the key word there was shouldn't. Because this is an issue for us at times.
Okay, it's not just my issue, it's his issue too.
I said us. So when we say one-upping, we mean like don't take the argument to a different height. Exactly. Right? Don't take it higher it needs to go. Meaning like don't throw around words like silly, stupid, moronic, anything like that. Anything that's an escalator that's going to take it to the next level. If we're in the middle of an argument and, you know, it's just like, hey, you know what, I really didn't enjoy dinner tonight, I didn't think it tasted good, and she comes at me and she's like, well, that's why you have a unibrow, and we got a problem, because that's personal. That's personal. It went to a whole other level.
Another thing that we've learned is not to laugh during your argument. You know, if one person is trying to explain what is upsetting them,
right,
don't snicker, don't, you know, okay, don't smile. Just remain emotionless.
Don't smile at all.
Don't smile when the other person is going off and trying to tell you how they're feeling about a situation.
Just to play it safe, don't smile. Okay? No, look, when you're in an argument, you're trying to explain why you're angry, and somebody's laughing at you, it really makes them feel silly. If I stutter, if I try to get my thoughts together, if I say the wrong thing, and you know what I meant, you know what I meant, don't try to pull that on me and just be like,
you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You trying to make up something.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
First of all, he does that all the time to me.
You know what I meant? You don't gotta laugh at me. But the fact we're in an argument, we're laughing at me.
He does that to me all the time, y'all, okay? Sometimes I have to take a little bit of time to get my thoughts together.
Alright, I wouldn't say all the time. Make it sound like this is really warfare here.
Okay, so we've had a lot of arguments. We've been together for, what is this, almost 12 years?
Long time.
Something like that.
It's been a long time.
Yes. Yeah. So we've had a lot of arguments. The majority of our arguments are longer than an hour.
Right.
Okay? So we just thought about this. Maybe it would be a great idea to start setting time limits on how long we argue about something.
That's right.
You know,
we got a little kitchen timer. Set yourself a time limit. You know what? We're going to argue about this for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And if we can't come with a resolution in 20 minutes, there's got to be a penalty. Got to be a penalty. In saying that, you set a little timer, right? You set a timer goes off, you're still arguing, you got to stop fighting. And you got to start making up. It's just the way it works.
Oh my God.
That's just the way it works. And if you're still angry after you've made up, which you probably won't be, because sometimes you can get rid of some, you'll blow off some steam through making up.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then after you're done, you just decide, are we still really that upset? You know what, baby, I love you, girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know what, it ain't that bad. I'll pick up my socks. Yeah, I can do that. Trash, I got that.
You are wrong. Okay.